It's not often you catch a seasoned radio guy like Bart Walker by surprise and leave him speechless. But recently, that's exactly what happened.
You, Bart Walker, will be inducted into the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame next May.
I'm going to tear up on you.
Bart's always been a goal setter and an overachiever. In the 4th grade, Bart was making his own radio dramas on an old reel-to-reel recorder. By the 7th grade, this electronic whiz kid had built a low-power AM station, operating out of his bedroom closet and broadcasting over a couple of square miles. But just having the radio station wasn't enough. Bart kept tinkering around, raising both the voltage and the power, and that was enough to warrant a visit from the FCC. Not once, but twice. That's right, twice. All before the 8th grade. And you were wondering if the FCC really did inspections.
I gave Bart some good advice. I told him that he needed to start in a small town like Murfreesboro, McMinnville, Dixon, and then send out tapes and resumes to bigger towns and rent U-Haul trailer and go to the next town and keep renting U-Haul trailers and going to bigger towns until he got into a big city and a big job. Well, he didn't take my advice, and look what it got him. Entry into the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Bart. U-Haul trailer's loss was radio's gain. You did good.
Bart got his first real radio job in 1958 from Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer Bill Barry. That segued into being the first morning man on the new WLAC FM in 1962. You gotta remember now, Bart was still a young man. After completing his college degree and working in both radio and public relations, in 1971, Bart decided he was ready to return to radio full-time, and he wanted to do it in his own hometown. His first boss and Tennessee Radio Hall of Famer Bill Barry hired him to operate a new big band format station he had built. WAMB came on the air with 250 watts.
The modern sound in music in Nashville is WAMB. Hello, this is Ross Barber of the
And between Bill Barry and the kid who got hit twice by the FCC before he was in the 8th grade, that power was eventually jumped to the maximum AM power of 50,000 watts. He continued to learn from broadcast legends because WAMB's blowtorch signal attracted Snooky Lanson, Buzz Vinson, Bill Britton, and many others. Over the next 14 years, Walker's on-the-job training was priceless. In 1984, Walker took the plunge into ownership, buying WGNS. Those letters, WGNS, stood for Good Neighbor Station.
And that is a very special Good Neighbor Award. And say thank you for 40 years of real service to our community.
And the news content, programming, and the way advertisers and listeners were treated was done by a good neighbor. Even today, WGNS continues to focus on local news, high school and college sports, local government meetings, and leaders like the mayor, police chief, and judges all have their own talk shows on WGNS. During natural disasters, WGNS stops regular programming and devotes 100% of its on-air programming to informing the public. All of it. No commercials, no nothing. Just what the listeners want and need.
893-5373. We have had some touchdowns here in the Murfreesboro area. We're looking at you, the different people in our community, to update us on what is
pure information. This has earned WGNS the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency's Station of the Year award numerous times. Walker has been honored with the highest award given by the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, its Distinguished Service Award, and Leadership Rutherford's Pinnacle Award. Bart may own WGNS Radio, but he's never had the attitude that he works for himself. Bart knows that he and his radio stations work in and work for the people of Rutherford County. It's just part of what makes him a good neighbor. And it's a part of what makes Bart Walker our next inductee into the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.